Hello everyone, this is Miss Ellen. The name of my channel is Economics Simplified. The channel is to help students understand economics, gain interest in economics, and also simplify economics for them. What I want you to do for me is you subscribe to my channel, you like, you share, and you leave a comment below. Today, we are looking at basic concepts in economics, such as scarcity. Scarcity simply means the limitation in terms of the supply of resources or limited supply of resources in relation to human wants. Scarcity happens to be the most fundamental problem in economics, without which economics will be useless. Human wants are numerous, but the means to satisfy them are limited in supply. We move on to scale of preference. Scale of preference is the listing of wants in order of importance. For example, we are looking at the scale of preference for a newly married couple. Example, we have accommodation, we have furniture, fridge, cooking utensils, and television set. So that is the scale of preference of a newly married couple. Now let's look at importance of scale of preference. First, we have it is used as a tool in listing our needs according to priority. This means that looking at our scale of preference, it helps us looking at the scale of preference at a glance. We are able to know exactly our next pressing needs. Then the second is it helps us to avoid impulse buying, meaning that you don't buy just anything or whatever you see, it's what you buy. No, you go according to your scale of preference. Then thirdly, it helps us to minimize our satisfaction from a given resource. It also makes us consistent or coherent, meaning that we are going according to our scale of preference. We are not looking elsewhere. That is what the scale of preference. Then we move on to choice. Choice. Choice is the act of selecting from alternatives or choosing one thing instead of the other. For example, due to scarcity, married couple will have to choose from their numerous wants on their scale of preference. A typical example is that of choosing between accommodation and furniture, or between fridge and cooking utensils. We also have opportunity cost. Opportunity cost simply means the value of the alternative forgone in order to satisfy a need, or it is the cost of the item you did not buy because you bought something else. This problem arises because choosing one thing involves giving up something else due to scarcity. Opportunity cost is also known as real cost or true cost or unsatisfied alternative. A typical example is that of the scale of preference of the marriage couple, where they are made to choose between either accommodation or furniture. Now, due to scarcity, the newly wedded people will have to choose the first on their scale of preference, which is what? Accommodation. So what they did not choose or what they did not buy, which is the furniture, eventually becomes the opportunity cost. Now let's look at the importance of opportunity cost. The first is that it helps individuals to make the right choice in terms of the individual choosing between studying in class or gossiping in class. So with the knowledge you have in opportunity cost, the student will choose learning in class. Next is it helps the individual to use their time very well in terms of using your time to sit down and then learn or going clubbing. So with the knowledge and opportunity cost, the student will choose the right award, will choose using his time to learn instead of going clubbing. The next is it helps the individual to manage his resources, knowing the cost of misusing them. Resources are very scarce, so you know how to use them or manage the resources very well. Example, that of money. It also helps the firm to choose the right factor combination that gives the highest profit in terms of how to combine either land or labor or capital in order for you to get the highest profit or the highest level of satisfaction. It helps the producer to decide on the best method of production. Now we have two types of method of production. That is either using the labor intensive or capital intensive method of production. So with the knowledge the producer or the firm has in opportunity cost, they will choose whether to use the labor intensive or the capital intensive by weighing the merit and then the demerit of both the method of production. Another important is that it helps the government in drawing its budget. Then it helps the government to decide on which project to spend on and which not to spend on. In terms of if the government has two projects, whether to build a school or building of hospital, the government will based on the knowledge they have in opportunity course, it will tell them which of the project it's the pressing needs of the citizen, whether to spend their money in building school for the citizens or spend their money in building hospital for their citizens. Now let's see what opportunity cost must be or what qualifies something to be called opportunity cost. The first is that opportunity cost must be equal in value to the chosen item. It must be equal in value to the chosen item. The next opportunity cost must be the next in order of importance to the chosen item or want. Now, the table given, we have the items and then values. The items, that is accommodation, furniture, fridge, cooking utensils, and then television with their various value. Now, let's assume that taking the newly married couple, they are facing scarcity due to that their income at hand, it's let's say 350 Ghana cedi. So using their income, meaning that they will be able to satisfy the first thing on their scale of preference, which is the accommodation. Now, the opportunity cost will have to be the furniture together with the fridge. Why? Because taking the furniture, the value is 250, while that of the fridge, the value is 100. So the 250 plus the 100 will give us the same value as the chosen item, which is what the opportunity cost. So as we said, opportunity cost must be equal to the item which you chose. So meaning that the chosen item, which is the accommodation, is the value is 350. So as the opportunity cost, which is the furniture plus the fridge, which is also 250. Then the next one we said it must be the one next in order of importance. The next in order of importance to the chosen item. So meaning that if based on the 350 the married couple have, they are choosing accommodation, then should they get any additional income, the next in order of the chosen item would be that of the furniture or that of the furniture or the fridge. Then we look at circumstances under which opportunity cost will be zero. The first is when the resource is in abundance. When resources are in abundance, then it means that there is no need for us to make a choice. There is no need for any opportunity cost. So it's opportunity cost becomes zero. The next, that is when the good is for free. If something is for free, then there is no need to what forgo another thing, or there is no need to make a choice. So it's opportunity cost becomes zero. Then when the good has a specific use, for example, maybe the newly wedded couple, they are to buy fridge, and then their income at hand is, let's say, 100 Ghana cedi, and then the fridge is also 100 Ghana cedi. At the end of the day, the money will be used for a specific use. So once they buy the fridge, there is nothing to be bought. Therefore, opportunity cost becomes zero. Now we end our lesson here. Please don't forget to subscribe to my channel, Economics Simplified. Remember to like, share, and also leave a comment below. Thank you and have a great time.